MMA Pros Picks is sponsored by the Mad Lab, MMA.com. Full breakdowns, DFS, wagers, projections, podcasts, and live streams for every single card. Use the promo code MADLYNCH for 40% off your first month.
I like Chandler for that one. I think I really highly respect both of their skills, especially Oliveira. He's one of my favorite guys to watch. I just really like how aggressive he is and how fearless he fights. I can really appreciate that. And then Chandler on the same end, I think is just a really good athlete. And I think that he makes good decisions and he keeps it really simple. And I think that if you're going to beat Oliveira, that's probably how you do it.
You know, I like this fight. I think Michael Chandler's just going to be a little bit too much. Charles does a really good job when he can sit back and kind of pick at his opponents. And I don't think Michael Chandler cares too much about ending up in some sort of wrestling or grappling exchange. You know, I see it looking very similar to the Dan Hooker fight. Oliveira trying to get away and keep his distance, and Michael Chandler just swinging bombs. So I would probably say Michael Chandler.
That's good. I really want Charles to win just because, like, you know what I mean, he deserves it. He's been getting looked over for a long time. But then again, Michael Chandler winning is good for he's a good money generator. Like, you know what I mean, he could generate some money for the UFC. So it's just I'm gonna go for Charles Charles on that one.
Looking forward to that. Charles Oliveira is my man. You know, I said it for a long time. He's gonna be the champ.
Oh man, that's a great fight. I'm gonna go Oliveira though. He's on fire. Chandler, obviously, he's a stud, savage. He just killed Daniel Hooker. But yeah, man, I think he just has a little more weapons. Charles Oliveira.
That's an exciting matchup. If I was a betting man, I'd definitely have to go with Charles Oliveira for this one. Just because he's felt that pressure before. And he has many ways of winning this fight. He can find a knockout, he can find a submission, he can kind of ride out a decision as well. So the number of ways that he has to win this fight, I think I'm going to go with Charles Oliveira on that one.
Got to go with my man Michael Chandler in that one. That's a phenomenal fight. I don't think that fight's even getting enough credit. That fight is fucking nuts when you think about it. Two finishers. Oliveira's been looking so hot lately, especially off that Ferguson fight, man. That was insane, the way he just cut through him like butter. But then look at Chandler, the way he just ran through Hooker with that beautiful combination. His hands been looking so good. I'm going with Chandler. I'm going with Chandler by a second round TKO.
I mean, it's a double-sided coin, or whatever the saying is, Alan. You know, if Chandler can explode and catch him early, I think, you know, it goes his way if he can land that big bomb. But stylistically, I think it's a tough fight for Chandler because, you know, it depends how he wants to do it. Oliveira can obviously strike. If Chandler wants to, I don't think Chandler's going to use his offensive wrestling because of how good Oliveira's submission game is. And I think it'll be very tough for Oliveira to take Chandler down because of how elite his wrestling. So I think we'll see it play out on the feet. Hence why I think the first couple of rounds, you know, is going to sway towards Chandler if he can land that big bomb. But I think the later the fight goes, the more it sort of sways towards Oliveira's favour. And, you know, we've seen Oliveira catch wrestlers before in an exchange. You know, he ends up on the back standing, and that guy only needs, you know, half an opportunity to cinch in a submission. So very close one again. I'm going to go with Oliveira just because I think he's at his peak now. I think he's had those years of coming up, and I think now's his time where you're going to see him, you know, take up some very big names in that division.
That's another one that I've been going back and forth on. Charles Oliveira is really good, man. The only thing is that in previous fights at 45, he's broken, and that's always worrisome when you see someone kind of see their spirit break in a fight. Like, you either have that in you or you don't, and I think you can train that out of yourself. It's just tough. It's just tough when you see someone break in a fight, and not just once but multiple times. And Chandler's a very mentally strong guy. But you know, Chandler's kind of chinny. He's been knocked out flush. I can't remember the last time Oliveira's been knocked out. I know he has. I know Jeremy Stevens, I believe, maybe. But they weren't as bad as like Chandler's, where he's like stiff and out. I think Oliveira's striking is a little underrated. So I think if Chandler doesn't get it done in the first, I'm taking Oliveira. I don't see Chandler taking him down, and if he does, you know, Oliveira's pretty slick off his back. So I'll take Oliveira on that one.
I gotta go Michael Chandler. I think Michael Chandler gets the finish.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks of the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.